All right. Welcome back, Gang Weed, to another Uncle OG video. Today we will be making an argument for the naked rifle. But first, the intro.
Yeah. Aye. Yeah. Got my rock up, say not soft. We standing on this business. Ayy, if you on that other side, then you is not a friend of me.
Alrighty, thanks again for joining me, boys and goons. In this video, we're going to be talking about if a build like this is even relevant in today's age, the pros and cons of a rifle like this, and who it might be for. So I put a lot of time into thinking about whether or not a rifle like this would be relevant in today's age. And I came to the conclusion that as long as the movie Heat is still cool, then I think a rifle like this can be justified by just about anybody. Because if you haven't seen that movie, Valkilmer fucked many butts during that shootout after robbing the bank with a rifle just like this one. And that shit was pretty cool. So if the CEO of Straight Sex himself doesn't need an optic, a flashlight, fucking foregrips, all that bullshit, maybe take into consideration if you need it too. All right, now let's talk about some pros and cons. First pro I'd say is that building something like this is usually really cheap and inexpensive. I think all in all in this build I have maybe $400. I think I bought this PSA mid-length upper on sale like Memorial Day or something like that for 200 and some change. The lower I built out for $100. The carry handle sight I stole from the army, and the sling was like $6 on Primary Arms. So add that up and you got this, which means that you can take the money saved building the rifle and invest it into something a little bit more proactive, such as ammunition. You could invest in better guts inside the rifle. Like, I think the one thing I spent money on was the bolt carrier group, which was almost $200, but I just wanted the heart and soul of this rifle to be good, because I knew everything else was gonna suck. Another cool thing about a rifle like this is that there are no batteries. You don't have to worry about a bunch of frilly shit fucking breaking, whether it be from neglect or hard use or both. Another cool thing about something like this is just how lightweight it is. When you don't have a bunch of extra bullshit on your rifle, it will literally balance right about in the middle where you want it. It's not tip heavy or anything like that. And also with something like this, I mean, you don't have a whole lot of money into it. You don't have a whole lot of fucking effort into it. Rifle like this is really just no strings attached. As you can see, I've painted this one probably fucking 3 times now over the span of 5 years. This is probably the second upper I've had on it, just because I got bored of the first one. But I mean, I literally built this thing to be a fucking tent stake hammer. You know what I mean? I could wrap it around a tree and not cry about it, or fucking leave it outside of my tent when it's -10 and I wake up and there's fucking frost all over it. Like, whatever, I don't give a fuck. You know, I don't have an expensive optic on it that's gonna fucking break. I don't have a light on it that's gonna be fucking done for because it got wet one time. No, I could fucking use this thing to unclog a toilet and I'd be like, whatever, who cares? Now, all that being said, there are some drawbacks to a rifle like this. Since you're not spending a lot of money on it, you are typically going to get poor quality control on the parts overall. That being said, I think the industry is moving in a direction where things are getting cheaper while still maintaining a respectable level of quality control. But just understand, depending on the manufacturer or your luck of the draw that day, you might get fucked out of your front sight block alignment, or you might get a shitty lower that can't fucking hold pins to save its life. But as long as you buy from a somewhat reputable company, I think you'll be okay. Also, since there are no electronics on this, these rifles typically do not perform very well in low light conditions. I mean, you could always take your rear sight and flip that bitch into fucking Big Chungus mode. But, I mean, I was shooting into the shade just this past weekend at a somewhat obscured target, and I was losing the fucking front sight post, like, regularly. Now, there's a small workaround for that you could do if you really wanted to. Like, I know XS Sights makes a tritium flip-up set if you don't have a front sight block. Otherwise, I know you can replace the front sight post with something that's more high vis. Would help in low light, but I mean, it's up to you. The whole point is that you're not investing a fucking ton of money into this. So I mean, if you're spending over $100 on iron sights, you're probably fucking smoking crack or something. And also, I'm just not sure if it's like the barrel profile or the clamshell handguards or what, but fucking after like 3 mags, this thing gets really fucking hot to hold. Not like impossible, like I was doing it without gloves, but like you got to be fucking careful. Or if you're doing it in excessively high volume of fire, just understand that that's something that you're going to run into eventually. So all that in mind, it begs the question, who is this rifle for? I would argue that this is great for the first time buyer. If you have the cognitive ability to understand that you don't know what you don't know, and that you're not going to spend a bunch of money on stupid shit that looks cool, like fucking red anodized parts and red green interchangeable fucking red dots and shit like that, or literally anything from Fab Defense, and you just say fuck it, I'm just going to get the rifle so that I can sling fucking 5.56 and I'll figure out the rest from there. Maybe you decide you fucking hate ARs and you want to fucking go towards AKs for some reason. Let's say you're a little bit more of an affluent man and you're thinking long term, you're thinking big picture. You say, I got my Gucci gun, but I need to outfit the fucking homies should the electric boogaloo and the blue helmets start knocking on my door and I have to and save my family from the Antichrist. And you decide to yourself, I need some guns that I can give to the homies. If you could build this motherfucker for fucking $400, you got $4 grand, you got 10 rifles, big dog. That's quick meth. Or my personal reason why I built something like this was for the severe white boy winters that we face here in the Midwest, where during the day you might be okay, but at night it's gonna fucking kill like any battery because of the temperature change and the humidity in the air. Or if I'm just drunk at the fire pit and I decide to leave my rifle outside overnight, laying in the snow, I don't really feel too bad about it. I fucking run this bitch in the solvent tank and call it good. But yeah, like I said, I mean, there's no batteries, there's no optics that, is going to lose gas during pressure change or temperature change, fucking moisture, whatever the fuck. I mean, it's at this point, it's just the machine itself. You know what I mean? It's great in the wintertime. And I mean, I've been using it this way for like 5 years and it's been golden. Or something that I just thought of. Let's say you're going to go visit your buddies down on the other side of the fucking country. Now, I've never flown with a gun before, but I know that TSA, it's possible, and it's not really that difficult. People do it all the time for fucking competitions and shit like that. But I also wouldn't really want to fucking put my, like, $3,000 rifle in the hands of fucking TSA Americans. So, I mean, if this one ends up going missing, I mean, whatever. $400. It's a fucking car payment. You'll live. But also, because it is so lightweight and simple, I think that this would make an excellent rifle for going on, your through hike in the mountains or whatever. Just in case you come across a situation where you need to face fuck a mountain lion point blank. I mean, you don't really need a bunch of gizmos and doodads to make that happen. Just had that thought on my smooth little brain, thought I'd share it with you guys. So if you made it to this point in the video, thank you for watching. The channel recently just got 900 subs, which is really fucking weird to think about. But I'm stoked that there's people that are willing to support the channel. And if you want to support the channel, I'd recommend liking the video, subscribing, post your best brain rot in the comment section. And if you're feeling extra spurgy, you can join the Discord, which the link will be in the description. Anyway, thanks for watching, boys. I'll fucking catch you on the flip. Peace.